Hi, Rin. One second. There it is. Ha! Hey, Rin. How's it going? Uh, now I'm worried about something. Oh boy. Why is always there a million tech issues? Give me a sec. Testing. Because you wouldn't be over on. Okay, so it work. Okay, it works. I guess. Whatever. Right. Now I'm remembering why I had it all set up the way I did. I really hate that the box is. This is not where we're going to draw. I was just using this to. The text, the chat comes up in the same place because it means that the very limited space I have for this is even more limited. Okay, properties. Okay, now I remember. I was like, why was I doing that before? And I was like, I think. I'm so dumb. There's all the space down here. Just do that. And it's like, no. Here. Oh, are you now? You are on some bizarre adventure. Okay. How's it going? How's it going, Jojo? Everybody likes this. Everybody likes this. That when I do this, when I get really granular about all this stuff, this is a. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Can you clearly see the text? Let's see. Yeah, on my thing you can. Okay, that works. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're doing two more things. There's always something I have to do in the background of everything, and it drives me up a wall. Okay, finally. Okay. See my hand a little bit, which you're not supposed to be seeing. I know what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is. Okay. It's about this fella named Jojo who goes on some pretty unique adventures. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just one second. I'm just getting very irritated by all the technical things. Getting irritated by the setup. Okay. Okay. One second. One more thing. One more thing, and then we are good. We're good. Good. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Hey, how's it going? I'm good. I'm good. I am competent. I am. It's been good. It's been a weird few weeks. I don't know if you guys have heard what I'm doing right now. I'm working for a congressional camp. I'm working like an election here. I won't bore you. I know you're young people, but with a local election that you have very little control over. But I am currently working for a congressional campaign. So we did a bunch of filming today. I may have messed up on something and they haven't found out about it yet. Okay, okay. I've said my piece on that guy. Just keep your wits about yourself. We're not. No, let's see. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty. I like it. Something. Um. Yeah. There we go. Or no. I love it. But yeah, yeah, it's been pretty cool. Um, I went to like the first community meeting. I did some filming. I did some filming for the candidate today. I actually ended up having lunch with our candidate, which was a very surreal thing. Which is a very surreal thing because I'm like, oh, this guy could be a congressman someday, and I'm like just talking to him. Um, I I was the only person who had lunch with him, me and him by himself. Um, Kind of reminds me of my uncle Brendan, which is very weird. Anyways, yeah. So it was. So I filmed. Then we went to a community volunteer meeting where I met some of the community. Not that I met. I say met like I was some charismatic. I was actually quite awkward at that meeting. I was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" I barely said anything, but it was interesting. I've never experienced anything like this before. It's very unique. I'm happy I'm doing this. Uh, I feel like I'm contributing something to the world. Um, Anyways, not gonna bore you guys. Hey, get out there and if I will say though, if that you feel that the world is not going right and you feel frustrated by it, there is something very mentally relieving in actually at least trying to do something about fixing it. So uh, I'm not under the impression that I will fix everything, or I am like the most vital member. In fact, I might be a detriment in some ways, but I'm happy I'm doing it. Hello, hey Freddie. So what's everybody been up to these days? Hey, what's going on? I said, hey. Ah, yeah. Yes, Mr. Fosbear, the illustrious. He's Mr. Fosbear. He's Mr. Fosbear. Yeah. And I'm not mad, Rin, but just I've said my piece on it, and I hope it works. If something goes south, it is whatever. If it works, good. If something goes south, uh, you know, uh, y- you know, um, you can talk. Feel free to talk about it, but you're gonna do what you want to do, and I'm just I can't like I'm not it is what it is. I'm not gonna like but I'm not gonna relitigate it again. Uh, I've said my piece several times, and that'll be it. I can't say I'm happy about it, but that'll be it. Just keep your wits about you. Keep. Like, I don't know. I'm still not. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not a fan of it. And if it goes south, feel free to talk. If it goes well, whatever. Me being wrong. Me being wrong about this. I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather have warned you and it go right than warn you and it go wrong. Not warn you and it go wrong. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Uh, for now. Okay. Meow meow. Why are you using the Russian keyboard? I mean, I'm not thrilled with it, Ren, frankly, but it is. I don't. You're gonna do what you're gonna do, and it's. Just like keep in mind what like literally every adult you ran this past said. Okay. Uh, you like the Russian keyboard? That's good. I take it you're watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Bruce, is what I take it as. Uh, huh. The world time stopped trying to code this. Huh. I'm curious about this. Because it translated it for me here on YouTube. Why didn't it translate in the chat? Well, that's very curious. Yeah. For Wardo. Well, we love Wardo. I'm worried. Of course. Still haven't got the positioning right. Yeah, I was worried that this would be a thing. Okay. Yeah, okay. See, you want the text all the way up here. Oh, Lord save me. There we go. No, you're Wardo. Yeah. Well, it's more I'm irritated by the format of YouTube vertical streaming. Is what I'm irritated by. Joe and Joe. No, is it Joseph? It's Joseph Joestar, right? No, it's. Well, here's what's going on. I'm trying to like get the setup to look right. So like the drawing isn't totally like ensconced in the I got it wrong. I haven't seen. I know of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've just never seen it. Aware of it. And YouTube button. See, what's going on is you don't want the window for the drawing. No, don't eat me, Dio. Okay, totally. The first. Okay, let me go into my memory bank because it's totally. You know, totally. It is. Jonathan Joestar, followed by Joseph Joestar. Right? Yeah. Totally wasn't cheating. Hey, what's going on? Um, I'll have the last name Joestar. Alternative Joestar. Okay. Um, Johnny Joestar. Gyro Zipapelli. Diego Brando. Josuke Yoshi, uh, Yosuke Kira. Holy Joestar Kira. Yoshi Hirosa. Joseph Joestar. Judo Joestar. Ronin Shiba. Ronin. I think I clearly demonstrated my mastery in a very if you could it's so good that I'm doing the it's so good that I'm doing the VR tuber right now. It's like you can't see me uh you can't see me do like a very pirate software thing where I'm like just looking at my phone because I don't know where it is. I don't know what the answer is, so I'm just gonna look at my phone. Don't you love my hyper intelligence? I don't know as much about anime as I should, but we were actually filming today at an anime thing, which was very weird. Congressional, uh, national politics and anime. Well, Fred, okay, Fred. Well, we do talk to you, but Fred, all you want to do is talk about games I haven't played and don't know have any reference for. So there, there's only so much I can engage with you on that subject. So, Fred, how's it going? Tess, I mean, I can hear. Okay, testing, testing. No, it's perfectly loud, Fred. It's perfectly loud. It's something on your end, I think. To do it anymore would 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 sound quite bad. Yeah. Well, I'm just further away from the camera at the moment. Is what's going on. Shit. Yeah. That's the proper way to combine those two words. Rin, are you a JoJo's fan? Which one did she draw? I don't know. I've never seen JoJo. That's something I think I'd like though. I should watch it at some point. I do like adventures, and I do like them in the bizarre category. True, but it does mean that questions can be asked. It does mean you can ask. There's a higher chance that they're a fan than they aren't a fan. Hey, what's going on? What's in? I was at the event today. I was at an anime event today, like an anime market essentially. That's a very good question. I mean, okay, so I mean the question is what determines the other. I guess. I guess if you really think about it, it's like a chicken and egg scenario almost. Because it's like, does the outside determine the inside, or does the inside determine the outside? That's an interesting way to think about stuff. I mean, it's like, I don't know. That is something interesting to think about. Is it something to question? Socrates. Trying to decide what to draw. But who's your favorite character that you forgot? What are you a fan of nowadays, Ren? What's the big fandom now? See, this is always terrible. I should always make a decision before I get on stream, but I never do. Which means, first little bit is always me going, well, what do I want to draw? What do I want to draw? Okay. I know, ask away. I'm just being very indecisive at the moment. Okay. Have to make a decision. Yeah? What is it this time? Okay. How are they killing themselves this time? Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Sometimes with this, you have to pick more on, like, probability of it will entice people to come as opposed to tests of skill. You know? Okay, yeah, sure. Dio, can I get some help? Mr. Dio. Mr. Dio. That's cool to do, right? Like, that won't cost me any problems. So I take it, Bruce, that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has been dominating your mind lately. Yeah. But what did you think of Invincible? I've heard mixed things about this season. I've heard people have mixed feelings about this season. What did you think? the new season of Invincible that just came out. Yeah, did you like it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw some mixed reactions to it, but you liked it? They're trying to uh, redeem Omni Man a little bit. Why do you choose death? I haven't seen it, by the way, so like I don't know what's happening this season. Years ago, like literal years ago, like when I was one of you guys, like when I was a teenager, I read the comic, and that's my main experience with it. Is I read the comic, like the actual Robert Kirkman comic book. Rag is getting cooked by Paul. No, 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 no. But 100% Paul is winning. Surely it's more like 99%, right? Can't be 100. 99.9. 99.8. Maybe. What is Carl doing? What is Carl quest? Is it a quest Carl is going on? Is it the Dungeon Keeper Carl thing? The thing everybody keeps recommending me to read, and I'm nervous to read it because I'm working on a somewhat similar concept, and now I'm scared that scared that I'll be accused as a ripoff. Is it that one? Because that one is making me, because frankly that is making me quite nervous. He's canon, by the way. Ah, I see. He's canon. What's happening with the barbecue? What are we doing? Are you having a barbecue? What are you having for this barbecue, Fred? Did I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize for forgetting. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, oh, oh. Fred, I listen. Fred. I checked my own things. Do you want me to scream everything? I can scream if I checked my own things. It sounds fine on my end. Everything is working fine. It might be on your end. So, Bruce. So, Bruce, tell me, who is your favorite character in Invincible? And you can't say Invincible. Did you Did you catch that there's One Punch Man? There's a version of One Punch Man in Invincible. My favorite is Two Punch Man. Uranium. He did explode. Yes. Uh uh uh. He's an exploder. He's an exploder. Mm-hmm. I like having to parse references that I don't really. So, Bruce, anything new on the horizon? You excited about anything new? Yeah, why have they gone mad? Are they one of these mad people? Are they one of these mad peoples to begin with? Okay. Are you excited about that? Is it? Oh, Christ. 1 second. There we go. Ah, no. My glasses. Oh, congratulations. I don't like what I was drawing. It's kind of boring what I was drawing. So I'm going to draw something different. I don't have a... good idea for what to draw. I just... No, I wasn't into what I was drawing, so... 1 second. Just, I'm looking at stuff right now. Memories like this shimmering in the rain. What? I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, oh yeah, how's it doing? How's your YouTube channel doing? Did I make you a mod? Hey Jaden! How's it going? I guess I did. I don't know. Sure. I don't have any problem with you being a mod. How's it going, Jaden? Yeah. Well, have you... I don't know if I've seen any content from you, Fred, as a thing. I don't know if I've seen any videos you've made. Okay. Well, that's not usually the big getter. And I'll give you a follow. How's it going, Jaden? How is it going on this lovely morning? Okay, this works. I'll do this. I mean, I've done this before, but why not do something we did before? Yeah, I notice young people mostly do posts. They don't really do videos. Oh, you young people. You young people, you're gonna turn this into Instagram. Oh, I know it probably was for that dude. Not to get too into it, but I have there's one troll I have who has persistently followed me. East of West is doing good. Bobo Gunya. Bobo Gunya. How's it going with you? And we were just having trouble getting rid of him. I had to get some settings back working, and I was a gun, yeah. And I think I just made everybody in the chat mod right at that moment, just to like, because what he does, it's going good. It's going good. I'm doing a lot of weird work at the moment. I think I made everybody mod because I was just because what that guy does is he'll create new channels. What that guy does is he'll create new channels with and harass me over and over again. So what I have to do is like, and I think I made mods so I could put it on like approved users only list, and that's the easiest way. Yeah, I kind of thought that too about Descender. It was I as much as I love it was, I don't know, yeah, it was one of Lemire's weaker offerings. Really beautiful, amazing art. Eat it. I want to eat the uranium, Fred. I want to eat it. That's what I want to do. Absolutely gorgeous art. Because they do, Fred. This guy's been fixated on me for a while. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I think I finally have managed. He doesn't appear for long periods of time. Then he'll randomly appear every once in a while. It's a whole dark thing. Yeah, Dio Brenda. And he'll scream racial epithets. He'll and stuff like that. It's really bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I kind of think that a little bit. Yeah. No. I do like Jeff. I also thought like, so one of my favorite comics of all time is Matt Fraction's Hawkeye run. I don't know if that's like cliche to say, but I do really love that run. And I did think his Fallout run wasn't as strong as that one, although I did like it. That's my only other contention. That's the only other thing I dislike. Yeah. Oh, dude, you have, dude. It's like it's. I love it. I love that run so much. I love that run so much. It is. It is such a good run. It is. It being as then they based. I like Daredevil too. The TV show is pretty much based on that run. Oh God, no! Of course, I don't mind you sticking around. I have crippling. I have a little bit of artist block at the moment, so you're maybe not seeing me at my best art. But thank you so much for coming. Trust Falls Arts. I appreciate that so much. Happy to have you. Yeah. I haven't done this in a minute, and I am just it's a little bit, I'm a little bit rusty right today. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Trust, if you want. Don't tell only what you want to tell. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, part of it is just work. As like I'm doing some for really kind of unusual work at the moment for me, and it's been so overwhelming. I've just been exhausted. I do like bullseye, and I've just been exhausted. So I just haven't had the time to sit here and just sit and draw for a few hours, which is what I used to do. Yeah, nice. Sometimes it really is just about seeing other people do stuff. It's weird, but it helps. Yeah. Oh my god, I would love a cat version of Bullseye to harass me. It would be terrifying, but I would be it'd be very adorable. Yeah, I didn't know. I truthfully, I haven't been keeping up with modern DC in a long time. I didn't know Fraction was working on Batman. I'm a superstar cat. It is me, Corgi. It is. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That's adorable. I am actually in real life. This is gonna shock you. Biggest anime plot twist of the century. Um, I'm actually quite allergic to cats. Uh, Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'm actually in real life very allergic to cats, but I do like them. No, I haven't. Is there drama or just drama with the Batman Lego game? What's going on? Uh, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, I love cats. Unfortunately, I cannot be near cats in real life, or I will like my throat will close. But oh, cool, cool. I haven't really been keeping track. No, I love cats. My influence my the first. Okay, this might sound I don't know. Okay, the first thing I really loved, like I'm a big comic book fan, and the first comic I really loved when I was a kid, I've talked about this before, is Garfield. Garfield was the first comic I loved as a kid, and I would read that. I would read Garfield obsessively, so I can never hate cats, but can't be around them. Can't be around them for too long, or my throat does close up, and my eyes like bulge, bulge red. No, it's not the cat's fault at all. It's my own weird body for interpreting. Oh, that sounds awful. Really, they put it? Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Are you gonna make one? I think Bruce is gonna make one. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Is this a reference to something I don't know? What is this a reference to? So trust. Tell me a little bit, like, what type of art do you do? Ah, oh, that's fun. I mean, Absolute is the moneymaker nowadays. Video, video. So Corgi, yes, use your use your cat. Your cat is quite a dramatic actor. Oh, what type of fan work do you do? If you want to share, by the way, feel free to. I'm always happy to share stuff people send me. Yeah, isn't that just a crime? I love that serial. Have you actually ever watched the serial? I've watched some of it. That one is so funny. It's so bad, like in a genuinely hilarious way. Have you ever seen the serial? It is bad in such. I'm aware of what Good Omens is. It is so. Uh, let's see. One second. Is this? Oh. I appreciate this. You drew my favorite wrestler. Do you want me to share it? I won't share it if you don't want me to share it. No, I love Rhea Ripley. People on this channel know I like Rhea Ripley. But you can guess I might like Rhea Ripley. But yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. I Do you know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is? I won't share it if you don't want me to do. Yes, I love Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna brag about this. I saw a reunion with Mystery Science Theater 3000 riff tracks with special guest star John Hodgman and Paul F. Tompkins, and what they riffed live, the Batman movie serial. Look at that! Look at that! Hello. That's so awesome. That look how great that is. Look how great that is. That's so awesome. Oh, sorry. I'm talking to Begunya over here on the other side on Twitch. Um, if you look up, you'll see chat, the two combined chats. Don't tell Twitch I'm doing this because I'm technically not supposed to do that. But um, um, yeah. The basic premise is they would kind of. Well, it's kind of funny because you could kind of argue in a pretty serious way. You could kind of argue in a pretty serious way that Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of indirectly leads to the existence of Twitch and YouTube, Twitch and streaming in general, like Let's Plays and stuff like that. Um, which is very funny. It's kind of one of the most influential shows in culture like that. So what it was is it was these comedians, and they would take these old, like, kind of goofy B movies, and they'd watch it and make jokes along with it. And a simple premise, but it was really funny and popular. Anyways, after that show ended, no. Begonia, I can make a direct argument because the history of Let's Play is a very well documented thing, and where it comes from is very well documented. And the guy, okay, so uh, by the way, Let's Play was invented by one guy. If you don't know that, he's actually on Twitch right now. He's on Twitch, but Let's Play is generally accepted to be was invented in the Something Awful forums by the user Slow Beef. Is made one of the very first Let's Plays, and he explicitly said he was kind of trying to do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing. Uh, I'm trying to draw. I'm actually trying to draw Red Sonia. But yeah, so like Let's Play is the concept of goofing. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. That you should draw? Hmm. This is a good question. Let's see. Let me look at your thing. Let's see. Um. Yeah. So yeah, there's a definite you can see a definite ancestry from Let's Plays to Let's Plays Mystery Science Theater to Let's Plays to eventually Twitch. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I was gonna recommend Cassandra Cain and maybe Stephanie Brown. Uh, but also Garfield. Or all three together. Do you know who they are? Okay. I mean, I guess I guess I'm a little tired of telling this story. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so the first comic I ever read, not very first comic I ever read, but the first comic I remember, the first arc I remember following, like issue to issue, is Stephanie Brown becoming Robin. That's the very first one I remember distinctly. I got very invested in that storyline. I think you'll like them. Trust. I'll think you like them. I think you'll like them. Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown. I think you looking over the art you do. I have a suspicion you'll like them very quickly. Anyways, so I'll tell this story very quickly because I've told it a bunch of times. So, anyways, very much Stephanie Brown becoming Robin was the first arc I distinctly remember following in comics. Um, yes, Fred, it's aggressively normal. It's aggressively normal. Yes, it's incredibly normal to like many things. That is a very good thing. That is a very healthy way to live your life, is to like many things. Anyway, so that was the first one I read. So because of that, I always really, really liked Stephanie Brown. And then one of the very first books I ever read, like literature, like sat down and read all the way through from beginning to end by myself. And people don't believe me. Is the literature adaptation of Batman. Your friends are wrong. Is the prose adaptation of Batman No Man's Land that introduced Cassandra Cain. So I have two very strong affections to those characters. Your friends are very wrong. It is very normal. It is, in fact, I would argue, very healthy to like multiple different things. Yeah, you're gonna grow up in life liking different things. It's okay to like different things. It's okay to like Pokemon and Digimon at the same time. What? what you get in these situations where somebody only really likes one thing and only really cares about one thing. Yeah. Yes, I believe so. A few people wrote for it. I wanted to read it. See, exactly. I love Pal World, by the way. By the way, Pal World is great. As a kid, I was a big fan of Pokemon, but I'll say this: Pal World is awesome. I'll go on the record with saying that. Yes, he did. The problem with No Man's Land. Uh, I mean, I like drawing most things. Uh, I prefer drawing people, I guess. To I do wish I drew more. I used to draw a lot of landscapes and like buildings and stuff. And I wish I got back to that. I wish I would draw more. I love Greg Land. Yeah, he's great. The problem with No Man's Land. Okay, if I can just very briefly show you what the issue with No Man's Land is. No Man's Land, to fully understand No Man's Land, you have to read about 3 years worth of comic books. You have to read about 3 years worth of comics to fully get it, because the arc, it's one of these classic things. It's like, well, to understand No Man's Land, you should probably read the arc that happened before that. But to understand that, you're going to need to read the arc before that, and to understand that, so No Man's Land, like to get the full story, you have to start at what's it called? It's Gotham. A neighborhood in Gotham has to go through a pandemic. Yeah, I tried to read that during COVID. That was an interesting experience. Yeah, yeah. What would you say right now, Trust, your biggest fandom is? Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, backgrounds can be fun. I used to draw a lot of buildings. I used to really like drawing buildings. I was very interested in drawing buildings. And then, well, I kind of moved out to the sticks. A little, not to the sticks, in the suburb. I live in the suburbs now, so there aren't really any interesting buildings to draw here. And in a way, I've been actually very disappointed by myself for like not doing it more, because I used to really like it. But here in like the suburbs, there's just like no, nothing has really any personality. No, I haven't. I've read Mr. X. I should. I'm less familiar with. Oh, tell me about your little. Tell me about your comic. That's... Hello, Ace. They're not as hard. You know, drawing is a lot about just doing it, which I know sound. I have to get my skills back. Because this work kind of distracted me, and I couldn't like sit down and just draw for a few hours. Yeah. Have you ever read Discworld? I know it is. Have you ever read Discworld, Trust? Voids for all! Did you look up Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown? Don't cancel plans for my stupid live streams. What are you doing? Sorry, not to be that sort of person, but don't cancel plans. Yeah, for my stupid live streams. What the heck are you doing? I appreciate you wanting to hang out, but if you have something real to go to, do that instead. No, that's fine. Oh, that sounds cute. That sounds real cute. Oh, man. I'm just not happy with any of my art today. I'm really not. Oxygen is dumb. Oh, by the co-writer of the the now the unproblematic co-writer of it was Terry Pratchett's main series that he wrote. It's really good. It's I think you'd like it. Death is one of the main characters in the series. Bruce. Brucey. What was that? What was that voice? Brucey. I think I'm like veering into a Rip Torn impression, I guess. Okay. Okay, let's check the community. That's really awesome. How long have you been working on it? See, I'm always really glad when I hear people talk about comics, like, or making comics. I'm glad that people are. Oh, that just comes with experience. Trust. Here's the thing, trust. Here's the thing. When you tell somebody you're gonna work, when you're working on a comic, when you're working on any creative project, you will be asked a million times what it is about, what the story is, and you'll get very good. You'll get very good at explaining it. Oh. Poor doggy, Fred. Poor doggy. Yeah, exactly. What gives you energy? Carbon. That's why they say you carbo load, Corey. I agree. So, if you breathe carbon, you get so much more energy. You get so much more energy. Thus, we should be just absorbing carbon dioxide all the time. Logic. Facts and logic. Oh, don't think you should. I did watch the trailer for Clayface. That looks cool. If you don't think you should be breathing in carbon dioxide instead of oxygen, sorry, facts don't care about your feelings. I'm doing an extended bit. I get worried that maybe. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. If he is, that's okay. That's very cool. So, is it going to be like? Where are you going to post it? Oh, that's interesting. Uh, um, Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the dark and edgy version of Michelangelo that is going on right now. Not to give away a twist, but have you guys read the Future Michelangelo, the Future, the last Turtle comic that they did recently? They did a few years ago about a dark, edgy future. It surprisingly works really well. Yeah, Last Ronin. That's what I was thinking of. Last Ronin. Yeah, it's surprising. Yeah, it weirdly works well. It feels like it shouldn't work well, but it kind of does. The fact that it's yeah, yeah, the fact that it's Michelangelo is like now the dark and edgy one is interesting. Yeah, I am sorry to hear that, Fred. Yeah. Um. Yeah, if you guys, there's the last Ronin came out. I wasn't that Eastman. What isn't that the original creators who wrote it? Greg Eastman. Uh, wasn't that Eastman who actually wrote it? Yeah, Kevin Eastman. Sorry, I'm conflating a few people. Yes, I know Kevin Eastman. I will always find it so funny that if you don't know, TMNT is theoretically, yeah, Eastman and Lark. Yes, that those were the names. I almost remembered. My favorite fun fact about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is that they are theoretically supposed to take place in the same universe as Daredevil. Although it's never stated explicitly, but it's very intentional to be Daredevil. Let's see. I mean, most people do webtoon, which is not. Hmm. Do. I want to give you an obscure one to do. Do Mogul. Do Mogul. Is it Mogul or Mojo? From the Mo. Yeah. Mojo. Yeah, Mojo is the one I was thinking of. Mojo is such a weird character. They healed America. Okay, it was good talking to you. Hope you hang out. Hope to hang out again. They healed America. America needed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to heal them. Remember when they were going to be aliens? Remember when they were going to be alien? That movie is funny. That movie is funny because I don't think anybody remembers that movie or cares about it all that much. Like the animated movie that they just did, that like Rogan produced. That was great. Like the animated movie that Rogan produced, Seth Rogen produced. You know, that was great. I loved it. I love that. That to me is the best reboot they've done so far. One of the better ones. One of the best ones. Where they got like actual teenagers to voice the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the first time. Yeah. I wonder if. Tell me why you're stressed out. It just made me laugh. Sorry, I just made myself laugh. Do you think Skibbity Toilet, the Skibbity Toilet movie is going to have a pro-American military message? Like, do you think it'll stop in the middle of it to be like, but remember guys, I might be Skibbity, but you know who's really Skibbity? Our troops. For... Will there be military... Sorry. It just made me laugh so much. Oh, you guys haven't heard about this. Yes, there's going to be a movie. Or... Yes, there will be a movie. Or, yes. So, the person who owns the rights to the movie, to the Skibbity Toilet movie... I know there was going to be a movie at some point, but the person who I think bought it, because I know there's a whole legal thing, and weirdly, in this whole legal thing, I think we should be trying to support the Skibbity Toilet guy, but I'll get to that. Oh, shoot. Okay, so what happened was Michael Bay's company production company bought the rights to Skibbity Toilet. Bought the rights to Skibbity Toilet with the hopes of making a movie out of it. Good, because that dude got. I don't know if you guys heard, the Skibbity Toilet guy got totally screwed. Got totally screwed out of the money to make a movie, Corgi. Now, I know you guys are young and you guys don't know who Michael Bay is, but if Michael Bay is the director, was the director of the Transformers movies up till a while ago. He was the guy who directed like 6 or 7 of the Transformers movies, and it just makes me laugh to think Michael Bay is a very infamous dude in Hollywood history. Is kind of an infamous director, and he has a couple of particularities, and one of them is he's obsessed with the U.S. He's obsessed with like the military, and it just made me laugh to think, like Michael Bay would like try and put in like pro-military messages in the Skibbity Toilet movie. Okay, Corgi, you have to understand. Michael Bay is like in his 50s. He doesn't get memes. He just sees popular internet thing. Anyways, but what happened was, and yeah. Whereas my mom says it, mimis. But what happened was, what was I- what happened is the production company that he is the perfect choice for Skippy Toilet. What happened though is that the production company, like these deals, there's always a few different like companies that are involved, and it seems what happened is that the creator of Skibbity Toilet, partnered with another company to try and sell the rights to the movie, and the creator and that company essentially used some legal chicanery and got control of the IP, and he got totally screwed. He got totally screwed out of the IP. And some of us are older here, some of us are younger. The older on the side might not be inclined to like Skibbity Toilet. I certainly have mixed feelings about it. But I think we can all support. We can all be mad for an artist who lost rights to their creation by an outside company using legal tricks to screw them over. And so yeah, so I'm happy that the guy. I'm happy that the guy fought to is trying to start up a new thing on his own without like corporate jackasses ruining it. Uh, yeah, we're all unks. Grogu is unk. But yes, Michael Bay is unk. But it is so. I just keep making myself laugh thinking about where will the pro military messages be in Skibbity Toilet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Skibbity Toilet being mostly like source assets is it is what it is. Where Yeah, where's the pro military messages? Why can't Skibbity Toilet come out and say we support our troops? I think that would unite the nation together behind our troops. Okay. I do like how important source filmmaker is as a thing still. Like, you don't have to. You're not supposed to understand it. Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to. You're just supposed. It's supposed to exist, and you're supposed to be like that terrible fruit thing that fruit Love Island thing was going on. That is funny. Did you? Did they talk about? I don't know this video. I haven't seen this video, but did they talk about what happened to Jarhead afterwards? One of the funniest things to Jar is that Jarhead is now a multi-film series. Like there's a bunch of direct to DVD sequels to Jarhead, and they are all the most aggressively like boring boilerplate action movies war action movies that could exist, which is very, which to me is very funny. Listen, man, Gen Alpha. No, I mean, listen, I'm supportive of it, Gen Alpha doing their own thing in some ways because it's like a skibbity toilet. I might think it's dumb, but it's their thing. Uh, but I'm like, Gen Alpha, but it's like, no, nope, nope, nope. Don't support the Fruit Island thing that was popular. That was AI garbage, and I don't support that. Which is funny because that's like Jarhead is a real story, or the Italian thing that existed. Saw a guy trying to at the fair I went to today try and sell some of those Italian things. The the that fruit that you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't know if you guys get it. We're inventing a new meme here. The meme is about memes being memes. That's an old meme. What are you doing, Bruce? You're quoting stuff. I think it's funny how have you. By the way, that Beavis and Butthead reboot, uh, pretty good. It still gets the show. I'm continuously shocked that just if I could praise somebody for a minute that I like that there's no you can't copyright AI. um, the Beavis and Butthead Mike Judge is really great. You have braces? Come on. Yeah. Well, see, copyright is a very copyright is a very loose concept. Okay, so like, what is copyrightable, and like the real thing might be trademark. I suspect is where the trouble is going to get because you can't copyright an AI thing, but you can trademark a character. So if you create a character outside of AI and then use AI to animate it, you could argue that the thing itself isn't copyrighted, but the characters in it are trademark. Yeah, and that could get going. What these guys are making the mistake of doing is like doing everything with AI, and that screws them over. Like the character design is done by AI. Uh, the writing is done by AI, and so they can't copyright any of it. Yeah. Hate that I'm giving people advice, but that's just like that's the way it would work. Because she used to have seven. She used to have 7,368,826 apples, and she bought one more. And that should be considered an illness, not a crime. That should be considered an illness. Hey. Yeah. Don't do AI, people. Um, cough, cough. Uh, don't do that, Fred. Don't bite things. Also, young people in the audience, don't hit yourself with a hammer. Think things I am learning about. Well, don't bite ice. You can bite food, but don't bite ice. Don't put too. Food is okay to bite. Ice, don't. I don't know. I mean, some people do. That's just more of a personal preference. I find that really horrific when people like chew on ice. I mean, some people do chew on ice, Corgi. Some people do chew on ice, and I hate it. I hate looking at it. So I find it very physically unlikable to look at. So I'm not. I guess I'm not saying it as like a thing that you actually have to do. I'm saying it as a thing trying to make me feel better. Because I hate it. I mean, yeah, you can eat ice, I guess. But don't, because I want it to end. But I just don't like it. I don't like when people eat ice. It's really gross to me. It's like my gag reflexes. I went to Burger King today. Not to brag, but I did go to Burger King today. Let's see. Yes, but did you go to it with a future congressman? I did. Yeah. What did you have? What did you have at Burger King? There's a new viewer. We don't have Fred. Don't call them out. Don't don't call them out. If there's a new viewer, don't call them out. If they want to talk, they can talk. I don't. Oh, nothing else. You didn't have a drink. You didn't have fries. You didn't have a drink and fries. Yes, I knew that you mentioned that before. What inspired you? What inspired Burger King? Just a desire to have the king of burgers. Uh, One of my favorite stories. One of my favorite stories, if you is that there was this restaurant that opened up. If you want. Oh, really? That's interesting. But is it owned by Burger? Is it essentially Burger King but under a different name? In the U.S., we have a thing. Oh, that's interesting. One second. I'm just leaning back for a second. My back's a little sore. We actually have something like that here in the U.S. too. There's Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Um, this is incredibly interesting to anybody who doesn't. But so Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are the same restaurant, but they go by different names depending on what region you are in the U.S. Yeah, I know. Well, there's more reason. There's reasons for that, but yeah, there's complex political reasons for that. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that's curious to learn. I'm interested. That's curious to learn that in Australia, Hungry Jack's is essentially Burger King, but just called something different. My bet is that they're. I bet it. Well, with Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, the situation was Carl's Jr. and Hardy were separate. Is it any different from regular McDonald's? Oh, hey, that's what trade embargoes will do. Dude, yeah. We have to praise the spider. The spider is a friend. I just suck at art today. I just suck at art today. Uh, tired. Yes, I am. Okay, do it. Do it. Oh, what the hell? One second. I didn't realize this was a thing. One second. It's hilarious. One second. I'm just looking. You guys don't care, but I'm just going to look it up. One second. Welcome back! How's it? Welcome back. How's it going? Please speak American to me. Those are non-American temperatures. How's it going, Trust? I was just checking something. Looking something up. It's interesting. Good. Thanks. It's slowly coming together, I guess. Can you tell who it is yet? Oh, that's good. Man, I am getting... How long have I been on? About 2 hours. That's usually... She does look a little bit like Adam Eve. I haven't attempted... I'm not drawing Adam Eve, but yeah, it's coming out a little Adam Eve-y. Ah. Hey! So, Trust, if you ever want to share your comic, feel free to. I don't know, guy. Trust. You're not gonna. It's just gonna trust. It's just gonna go in circles. Bottle of water. Bottled water. Water. Probably, yeah. what are you talking about? Thank you for accurately discussing my way from Manchester. No, I can't do it. Right, yes, because of my perfect British accent. Royal Albert Hall. The hallowed halls of Royal Albert Hall. No, it is not cool. What are you talking about? Everybody loves the British. Certainly no issues in Britain's history that people would have a problem with. Yes. Royal Albert Hall. Sorry. That's my, in the hollow halls of Royal Albert Hall. Oh, so there's this wrestler, pro wrestler. He's a British wrestler named Davey Boy Smith, and he gave this very famously terrible like interview once. He says, "I'm honored to be in the Royal Albert, my hometown, London, and be in the hallowed halls of Royal Albert Hall." And I always laugh at that. It's just, you know, I'm not like 100% knowledgeable about England, but I can tell one he has a thick Manchester accent. I believe he's from Manchester. He has a very thick accent, and two, he's definitely not from London. But he just hollowed halls of Royal Albert Hall. Trio and Apple, I would guess. Uh, it is fun to do a British accent, and then you do it accidentally on here, as I did, in front of like an actual British person, and they get very, they get a little bit annoyed. Any actual British people on here, you know what? You pillaged the world for hundreds of years. Get over it. Yes. Well, an apple is basically the organ of the plant. So is basically the reproductive organ of the plant. So, you know, it's, you know, an apple, you know, the apple comes about because the plant is trying to spread its seeds. Because the tree is trying to spread its seeds, so. How do you define that? I'm not sure. Yes, I do. What is it? They have something in them. I forget the name of the toxin, but yeah, there is a toxin. Well, it's the analogy groovy corky is would be child and parent. That is one of the funnier things. It's like, you know, they spent so much time like trying to get spice and stuff. Spice, but their food is so famously bland. What's your favorite fun fact about toxin? Yeah. I've had borscht before. So Corgi, are you're Russian but living in Australia? Is that what I'm taking? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Um, was this? Ooh. Yes, I know. I like Indian food a lot. I go to the local. I don't know. Probably the local Indian restaurant I go to is not as is probably not the most authentic one in the world, but I do like it a lot. When did you move? When did you move to Australia? Like, have you spent most of your life in Australia? I do, Fred. I eat Indian food all the time. There's an Indian place near me that I go to a lot. I don't know how like 100%. It's probably not the most authentic food in the world, but it's a very good. It's very good. Okay, tell me about it. Yes, I do plan on going to India at some point in my life. Ugh, here. Just 1 second. Just lay back for a second. This is I'm just getting a little tired. Is the only thing I'm trying to. Oh. I had a very long day yesterday, and I'm still a little tired from it. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm just a little tired. I'm starting to feel tired. Uh, Not to brag, not that anybody cares, but I'm currently working for a congressional campaign, and we were doing a bunch of filming yesterday. Groovy, since our Groovy TV named of Corky. Do you since you're in Australia, do you know who Rhea Ripley is? I'm curious if you've heard of her. Um, it is 6:35 a.m. Rhea Ripley. It's a lady wrestler. It's 6:35 a.m. I'm I'm still. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah. What's it for you? Am I about your time, or are you earlier than me? Yeah, we got people from all over the world here. I do like doing morning streams because You do get a much more international audience than like when I do evening streams, it's all Americans usually. But morning streams, it's like we get people from all over the world, and I always try and make sure we keep that. Guys, I'm so tired. I don't think I can keep going. I want to, but I think I'm just losing it. Yeah. No, I'm drawing her. I saw her in your posts. That's I'm trying to draw her. That's why I was bringing her up, because you reminded me. She is great. She is great. She is legitimately great. She is a great wrestler. I would argue her and like Ione Sky are two of the best wrestlers on the WWE right now. Do you follow wrestling that all that much? Trust you don't have to, obviously, but I have a big project that I swear one day I will finish. I swear one day I will finish. That has to do with pro wrestling, but it's taken me forever to finish it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired and quite hungry actually. So I think I'm gonna call it here. It was good talking to everybody. Uh, I might get swamped with projects again pretty soon, but if not, I will make a distinct effort to get back on as soon as possible. Again. Thanks. Yeah. But have a good day, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.